What if we looked at the world differently? What if we looked with soft eyes? What could we take in that we're not currently taking in? The world is full of energy that's flowing and moving and shifting and changing all the time. Energy being exchanged between beings, between objects, the light, the air. It's all moving. It's all affected by the energy around us. We are not a human, a separate entity, separate from nature. We're not something at war with nature. We're not something that needs to defend against nature. We are nature. The human is more microbe. It's more bacteria and virus than human. We are all these different cells, all these different entities, all these different living things put together, held together in a unit, but it's not separate from everything else. It's just been given form. And life, the sparkle of life, the beautiful sparkle, only happens and only can happen when there is the freedom for all that complexity to move and shift and do whatever it needs to do to respond to the energy in the environment at the moment. If we look with soft eyes, what can we see? I have been learning to dance with a horse and with dogs. And what I not so much see but feel is this incredible desire for energy to connect, to mesh, to synchronize, to organize around something. It's there, it's innate. It's not anything that you have to force or even could force. The act of forcing it would be the undoing of it. It is the undoing of it. So the energy is always, in all its various forms, is always moving towards greater flow, towards more life. And complexity and freedom are the things that allow that to happen. Without the freedom, those changes, those instantaneous, this is just instantaneous. It is subconscious. It is below the mind. It's not something that can even be processed consciously. Those instantaneous changes to the environment are what keep everything going moment to moment and day to day and year to year and over a lifetime. But they're what allow us to even stand in this moment and not fall down, is that constant interplay of energy that's going on, the feedback, the changes. And if we look at everything as a part of that system, what do viruses do? What do bad bacteria do? They clean up dying tissue. They get rid of it. They turn it into, if you look at decomposition, if you look at a compost pile, right? They turn dying, rotting material into the components of new life. Same thing in our bodies. Bad bacteria do that as well. And what do viruses do? They change the genetic code. And if you have the courage to look with open eyes, they are not attacking you. They are a part of you. We are full of millions of viruses all the time. And their way of transferring energy, of dealing with energy, of taking it and passing it back is changing the genetic code. And that is an opportunity. That is, what if a virus comes? This is about what if. What if we looked differently? What if a virus comes because we need a change in our genetic code, because of something in the environment, because of things going on, because we need to react differently and be different. And if we relied on our DNA, that would take eons to change. We would be extinct or dead long before that could happen. But a virus can come in and do it almost instantaneously. A virus can change our genes such that we can, in this very moment, be different than we were before, respond differently, react differently. What if it's all good? What if we're able to catch a virus gracefully and supplely because we have the minerals in our body, the vitamins in our body because because we're in a good energetic state, we can catch it supplely and let it make the changes that need to be made in our bodies. What if that's all that was supposed to be happening? What if the only reason it caused a problem, or we even noticed it to begin with, is because we can't catch it supplely? If that's the case, then more controls, more restrictions, more fear, less complexity, eliminating viruses, adding vaccines, just going to war with nature, eliminating all these things that have this beautiful interplay that we don't even understand and can't even begin to comprehend. All that constriction is going to lead to bad things, not good things. So what if we had the courage to look with different eyes, with soft eyes, and take it in? What if we stopped trying to understand nature by dissecting it, by taking it apart? And if instead we tried to understand it by seeing how it all fits together? Where would that lead? What would we find? We need to have a different relationship with nature, with ourselves, with life, with energy. So let's use this time of slowing to explore, to search, to ask, what if? Let's use this time to ask what if and probe for answers, search for truths that might be found in the opposite direction from where we're currently heading. What if we did that? What if we gave it a try? What if we asked a lot of what ifs and see where they led? What if we found beauty and peace and joy instead of control? I am dancing with a horse. I am dancing with energy. That's what I dance with. To learn about energy, how energy moves through life, to experience it, to show it. We look to the horse for the courage to be present, to truly feel the energy in the moment. But the horse freely and willingly joins with us for the courage to stay in the moment when the energy is high and chaotic and scary. That's what they get from joining with us. Courage is the rage of the heart. Core is heart. What if we had the courage to stay present? to take this in, to look with soft eyes, what would we really see? Let's try it.